All right, we are back for another edition of the Astro Weather. Why is my screen so small? It's just weird. It's very weird. If I can, it's better, I guess. StreamYard's been getting just weird. I can't even use my mic anymore. It won't even read my mic setting. It's bizarre, really bizarre. So, pardon me for my Christopher Walken hair today. Just started to, I guess, walk into life. Uh, well, life happens, and our good dear friend Steve, his father passed last night, and is now with his recently passed mother. I want to feel sad, but I feel grateful actually. I feel grateful that he could be with his wife, and it's a beautiful symmetry. She passed away on the new moon, and he passed away on the full moon 2 weeks later. Sometimes when there's chaos and discord and seeming anarchy, there are times when there is a perfect order to the universe, perfect timing, perfect outcome. And I know that there's going to be a lot of emotions around the Mercer house, but this is my feeling. The overriding feeling will be joy that they're together. And of course, there'll be sadness and tears and memory, but knowing that Steve's parents quickly decided to join one another in a new world, it actually kind of warms my heart. It warms my heart. And it also speaks to the power of Steve's mother, who kept his father alive, and the power of love, and the love that goes beyond death. So, Steve, you have all of our best wishes, love, and support. And as their lives come to an end, a new chapter of your life is born. And we're glad to have you here. Okay, let's see. Who do we have? Who's in the old peanut gallery today? DJMC, KK, the California Contrarian, Kabuki Theater. Hey, Bo, I saw a picture of Bo. Bo looking very healthy. Very, very healthy. Very vital, natural, healthy. Great picture, Bo. Justin Kincaid. Hello, Justin Kincaid. Debisu, Devin Dewar. Still vacationing on the Jersey Shore. Have back there, they used to call them torpedoes. And then later they became submarine sandwiches. Have a torpedo for me, Devin. I have fond memories as a child of going to the Jersey Shore and having torpedo sandwiches. They were delicious. Stephanie Hunter. Hello, Stephanie. Meow Meow Kitty Poop. Hey, hey, hey. Jackie Delario. A cloudy day in Margate Town. That sounds like a line from a song or maybe by Sting. It's a cloudy gate in Margate Town. Dun, dun, dun. The shops were open, no one was around. Not quite Sting. The new next, every crab's dream, sitting on a beach drinking Mai Tais. versus the usual split open cooking under grill. We are celebrating the crab, and the crab is celebrating the crab. That would be funny though. Crabs at a cookout for crabs. Brandy Herrera. Tulare. Josie's judgment claws raised in a seed, lemon yellow sun, cancer crab, sketties. Julie Sunshine, triple three. What's up, big cat lady? Double B, Barbara Boots is here. Let's see. What else do we have here? There's Bo. Did they bring more military into California yesterday? Trump gave Newsom a bunch of money to rebuild last week. What a shame, what a shame, what a sham, what a sham. What a sham, what a sham. Yeah, Newsom wants to build low cost housing down there in Malibu. How about that? Janine, hi Janine. Let's see. I have a neighbor who's a Cancer that is a terrible hoarder. Yes, Cancers can hoard. Oh my God, that's true. They are hoarders for sure. Even worse if they're born in the year of the rat. Hi, Kelly B. My man Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you. Yes, I'm going to be writing on locals today, by the way. Ah, yes, I've got a piece coming up on locals. Uh, Warlanda. Warlanda. I just know we're getting Orlando. Believe it or not. Miss Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Miss Nikki. Finca Feliz. Happy solar return to me. Lots of good things happening. First and foremost, I'll be walking normally again soon. Lynn, happy solar return. You, how would I describe Lynn? Lynn, you're kind of a crusty crab. You're kind of a crusty crab. Not in a bad way. You know, you're a crusty crab. You're a little sassy. Sassy crusty. Then the crusty crab. You got those claws and you're hanging on. Walk. Oh, I'm gonna walk again. God damn it! Did it before. I'm gonna do it again. That's all, by the way, compliment. Cancers are feisty. I'm telling you, man. Cancer women are feisty women. No, no, they didn't say crabby. Did not say crabby. They're feisty. My grandmother on my mother's side was a Cancer. She was. Ugh, nobody liked my grandmother. I'm serious. Nobody liked my grandmother. Everybody in the family didn't like her. I guess she had this biological imperative being a Cancer that she just had to have these kids. She had a lot of them. She had five. I'm not even sure why she had kids. She didn't like being a mom. It's weird. Yes, thank you, Tom. Hit like. Hit it twice. Hit it three times. Hit it four times. Like it as many times as you can. Let's see. Lisa Ann White's here. Hi, Lisa. Diane Evans. Let's see. Stephen the Jupiterian. He's early for once. Stephen gets an early badge. Night Sight, what's happening? Good to see you. Ah, yes, you can buy yours truly a cup of coffee. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Ah, we got Susan. Hi, Susan. Let's see. Yes, we're going to be talking. You know, I did a little bit of a dive on Augustus Dorico. I got to tell you, I actually like him. And I'm going to give you a different perspective on the young man who's being blamed for the the floods here. I don't think he had much, if anything, at all to do with it. I did a bit of a deep dive on him last night. I actually like him, and I think he's being kind of unfairly fingered for what took place. And I'm not saying that there might not have been some effect, but we'll get into it a bit more. Mary Grether's here. Hi, Mary. Lena Winkler. Hi, Lena. Sunny day. I'm kind of over the heat. Now the heat's coming our way. The Noel Way is here. Hi, Noel. Finally getting my energy back after Mars crossed my ascendant. That'll happen. That Mars transit of the 12th house is weird, man. It's a weird transit. It's shitty for sleep, too. Neil Smith. Dr. Cheese. Hadidas. Hello, Hadidas. Or cool hippie chick. Got that straight. Let's see. Misbehaving too. Janice Phillips. There she is, a lovely and talented one. Saving Austin 1/2 at a time. Let's see. Who else we have here? Green Eyed Crow. Hi, Green Eyed Crow. Oh, Janice left? Oh, okay. Hi, bye, Janice. Yeah. Lynn was walking, then she wasn't walking, now she'll be walking again. I think it's the title of Lynn's book. Lynn's biography. Lynn should write an autobiography about her life. That's what I think. Maya Rose. Hi, Maya. Yes, readings. Yesterday was good. I had a very interesting reading yesterday. Somebody who knew very little about astrology and was quite skeptical. By the end of the reading, we were bros. Let's see. Grant. Hi, Grant. Sweet Woodruff's checking in from up north. The first responder sirens still going off here. Crazy. Leaves of Grass, one of my favorite poems of all time. Good to see you. Christopher, yeah, I got the walk in here. The Christopher walk in here got me on the Jumbotron at the Frost Center in San Antonio. It's so funny. They would do these things where they have like a celebrity on the big jumbo screen, and then they go to try to find somebody that looks like the celebrity. And then they had Christopher Walken, and the next thing you know, I've got my picture next to his, and everybody fucking cracked up. It's kind of true. Let's see. Tracy F. Hi, Tracy F. Yes, you did make it. Harry Bowie. Hey. Tammy Lynn. Hi, Tammy Lynn. You're beautiful too. You are beautiful too. I have bedhead. As long as you don't have lice head, you're good. Let's see. Road Atlas, what's going on? It's a lot to process. It's huge. Huge. Just not just chapters, but tomes. Tomes of a life that closes. Huge. Liddy Lou. Hello, Liddy Lou. Good to see you. That's how I felt after my grandma died. She nearly lived double her late husband's life, who died younger in his 40s. Men don't do well after their wives pass away. That's a consistent uh, fact. Women, however, do outlive their passing husbands. I think the statistic is men have a tendency to, if they're married, have a tendency to live no more than 2 years after their wives pass away. When my father passed away in 2010, my mother lived almost 15 years after that. I actually think they were kind of some of the best years of her life. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. I like this comment, Barbara. I agree with that. When things seem most wild and unpredictable, you discover there's a beautiful symmetry. There is an order to the universe that we don't fully understand. I would agree with you, Barbara, wholeheartedly. Glenda Davies from Cardiff. Oh, you saw Stevie Wonder last night. Wonder if Stevie Wonder saw you. Wink, wink. Cool, Glenda. Stevie's a talent. Play anything. Soul Travelers here. So sad. It's a beautiful. Yeah. I feel your father's passing is a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing for them both. Natal chart of Stevie Wonder on your start of the day would be interesting. He's a Taurus. Got a ways to go. Happy to do it though. Oh, look at this. We got a flood watch in Boston. Look at that. Leah Reynolds. Hi, Leah Reynolds. Ojos. What's happening, Ojos? High on a viral lemon oil drink. Ooh, getting that lemon olive oil buzz going on. Kelly Boyles. Hello, Kelly. Good to see you. Pebbles. Hi, Pebbles. Salty Cow. Joe's in the house. Thanks, Salty. We got you a little Tom action here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Tom. Bill Smith. Hi, Bill. Are we up to speed yet here? Oh, there's Scrubbies. There's Tamara. The great Tamara. Laura E. Belated happy birthday to you, Laura E. Let's see. Are we there? Are we there? Are we there yet? Esperanza. Hi, Esperanza. We're feisty. We don't take anybody's shit. That's right, Lynn. Tell them. My baby is a Cancer. That's definitely what you say. That's a cusp genius. Very true. I'm a Cancer Sun, Scorpio rising, Aries moon. It's a passionate combo. Ooh, it is. Cancer Sun, Scorpio rising. Ooh, Green Eyed Crow. You've piqued my interest. Pebbles, it's my partner's birthday today. Well, happy birthday, partner. Happy birthday, partner. May the sun rise upon you another day. Let's see. We got everybody. Argo. Hi, Argo. Mike Carson checking in. Greetings, Mike. Welcome to the show. Let's see. Anybody else? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Meow meow. Meow meow. Does it look? I feel. You know what I'm feeling about Chataria? I'm feeling like we're starting to peak. I'm feeling this sense of synergy and togetherness in Chataria. I mean, it's really this. It's like the Aquarian dream in a lot of ways. I'm feeling it. We're growing stronger. We're growing stronger. Let's get into the weather, shall we? All right. Ah, okay. I have Wang Chun in my head. It's Wang Chun tonight. All right, here we go. It's the weather. The weather. Right on the cusp of Leo rising. The courage and the love we're not disguising. Got a hot sauna sleeves today. All starts with the formal announcement of the passing of King Rex. That's what Steve's father's name was, Rex, synonymous with king. Rex Mercer, the king. 29 degrees, Leo rising. The anaretic jump off point. Don't forget your heart. Remember your heart. And the heart is an amazing, amazing muscle. It is vulnerable, it is strong, it is powerful, it's poetic, and most of us don't even really understand it. It's taken me a long time to figure it out in my own life since I'm kind of a head guy. But you all have helped me, believe it or not. Mercury at 13, Leo. And I guess we're getting ready to come into a retrograde motion here. But Mercury is now in the Sagittarius decan. People want the truth, baby. They want the truth. This weak sauce, this weak sauce they're serving up these days ain't gonna cut it. Mm-mm. Yeah, what's interesting about Mercury is that it's not doing a whole lot, right? There's no major aspects of Mercury. We got some minor aspects, but the one that grabs our attention is the inconjunct. And the moon, the full moon in Capricorn is officious, right? It's an officious moon. That's what it is. It wants to get things done. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's corporate. The moon in Capricorn is corporate. If you had a mother that had a moon in Capricorn, you had a corporate mom. She ran the household like it was a Fortune 500 company. Not always a lot of time for hugs and kisses and hot chocolate and warm tucks into bed with the moon in Capricorn. Today's not that dissimilar. Today's one of those strap it on and lace it up days. There's not a lot of sentimentality in the air today. However, what we're trying to do is we're trying to link up this passionate mind with this cool, obdurate Capricorn moon. Mercury in Leo is like a laser. It's like a laser trying to penetrate through the core of this moon, this granite-like moon in Capricorn. It's like a video game firing away, chipping away. And people are demanding in some ways that their voices be heard. Oh, does that sound familiar? Very officious. What? You're talking about Jeffrey Epstein? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We've got all these great things going on. And we've got Texas, and you're talking about this creep? Mercury and Leo. Right? The photon beam blasting into the Death Star. And look, the moon in Capricorn is not really the Death Star, but it kind of is in some ways. And you know what? What's fascinating is that Donald Trump helped create all this. He helped create it all. Donald Trump was a conspiracy theorist. He was the guy that brought up Barack Obama's birth certificate. It all started with you, Donald Trump. And somewhere along the way, the Q posse came along and more conspiracy theory, more people waking up and more people waking up. And the old Epstein files, which people are aware of. One of the reasons why you got elected was to stop the trafficking, was to stop X, Y, and Z and the children. And what do you expect? Donald Trump, you created this. You created this egregore. And now you just want to put the genie back in the bottle, and it doesn't quite work like that. Remember, Leo represents children. And we have Mercury and Leo here looking somewhere in this chart to land. And it's like, God damn it. It's going to be this moon. Can't get away with it. Now, in your own life, there's another application to it. I got into a Twitter beef last night. I've been getting into more Twitter beefs lately. I think it has something to do with Saturn squaring my Mars. I just have to accept it. I'm kind of in this dojo now on Twitter, which is fine. I think it's good. It's really, really good. So I had this tweet yesterday. It's got more likes than any other tweet I've ever had. It was just one line. No graphic, nothing fancy. It was Uranus went into Gemini and the world changed, which I believe it has. And this guy started to say, I need more facts. Okay, well, I'll give you more facts. To the best of my ability within what, 255 characters. And one of the augurs, besides the fact that it's just, look, I'm a splenic projector. It's not easy being a splenic projector because when you know, you know. It's just the way it is. And over the years, I've had to have people come back and say, you were right. You were right. And I'm not looking for validation, but it's nice when I get it. Because I do a lot of crunching and processing that allows me to get to certain points very, very quickly that other people don't quite understand. You do, a lot of you do, because you get there in your own way. So this guy asks for some receipts, and I give him some receipts. And then he says, there's 10 other things that are more important right now. It's not about a matter of importance. It's about a fundamental shift. It's like Epstein, 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 Epstein. Stop. No Epstein. Memory hole. 1984. That's what I'm talking about. It becomes that press conference Uranus in Gemini flipped the switch and we pivoted into a completely new world. Because it was like if there was an atomic bomb, it was like dropping an atomic bomb. And theoretically, there's a world before the atomic bomb and the world after the atomic bomb. With the Cold War, no Cold War. Get it? Right. Okay. And and I said, look, I know there's more important things. I live in freaking Kerrville. Okay? I live in Kerrville. Yeah, that's kind of important. But this is undeniable. You either get it or you don't. And he said, you better take it easy, cowboy, and take your head out of your ass. What do you say to something like that? I thought about it. I thought about it. I thought about it. And I said, because I've been talking about Uranus and Gemini, you know. And I said, well, you could have used your anus instead of ass, aka Uranus, but you missed a great opportunity there. I said, not only did you attempt to insult me, but your reply lacked both humor and wit. Try better. And then I got replies and people laughed. And that is Mercury in Leo trying to interpenetrate that moon in Capricorn, right? It's like, let me take my laser and kind of blow this thing apart with a little bit of humor. And I think I was fairly successful. So today, inject a little humor into the, how would I say this, more austere versions of other people's emotional realities. Humor goes a long way. So yeah, it's a very officious day in some ways. God, the sirens just keep going off here. It's crazy. It's a very officious day. I would expect big statements coming from Washington, D.C. Very big. Maybe double down, triple down. Big statements, big positions. Because the alternative media is just absolutely taking Ginzu knives to this whole Epstein thing. Jupiter's on the other side of the moon as well. And it's kind of like, where's the humanity? Where's the humanity? Where is the humanity amongst a very officious time? So it would not be uncommon on a day like this for you as an individual to go back and forth. And, you know, Moon and Capricorn kind of tough love. That's Moon and Capricorn's tough love. And then over on the other side, Sun, Jupiter, a little indulgent. Indulgence to tough love, indulgence to tough love. It's one of those days. I would say allow yourself to be fluid. You're not perfect. You're not perfect. And the moon in Capricorn is excruciatingly generationally attempting to be perfect. It's okay. We do have Mars coming in and trining that moon. Yeah, you can get a lot done. For all you efficiency freaks, today's a good day. I'm going to get a lot done today. That is my commitment to myself. Today, I am going to be so productive, so productive. At the end of the day, I'm going to look back. Oh, we got a lot done, which isn't always easy for me. But yeah, take advantage of that. You got work around the house to do, get it done. Or at least hire somebody, Moon in Capricorn, to do it for you. Mars is in sextile with the Sun. There's a lot of, it's interesting. Uranus went into Gemini, things got wacky real fast, right? But there's a lot of very pragmatic energy in the air today. Take advantage of the pragmatism. For all you nature lovers out there, I think today is a good day to take your shoes off, put them on the ground, put your soles on the ground. Somewhere during your day, get out there and recharge for about 10 minutes. Have your earth coil charging moment. And go back in and tear it up. Uh, Venus in Gemini, yes. Venus in Gemini, very gossipy. Very, very, very gossipy. Sometimes the truth is revealed through, Gemini rules journalism. And William Stick Evers had I thought, a really great post on Twitter. William had a couple last night. He was in the zone. And he was talking about not the failure of the government, but the failure of the press with Jeffrey Epstein, which at this point is just an adjunct of the governmental corporation. It's not. It was supposed to be the fifth estate, right? But it's not. And Gemini rules journalism. And of course, when Uranus came in, it's like, oh, okay, well, where were all the fucking journalists? And you know, he made a lot of great points because there are paper trails, and it's not just the trafficking, it's the money, it's the Mega Group and the Wexner money and all the other stuff. Like we're talking, FBI, Al Capone, tax evasion territory, and the press has just been absolutely complicit. Complicit. And it feels to me like with Venus coming in and trining Pluto. By the way, Jeffrey Epstein is a 0-degree Aquarius, and Pluto is retrograding back onto his sun. He gets to 1 degree, and I wonder what that's going to be like. I wonder what kind of Jeffrey Epstein buzz there is going to be in the air. The resurrection of Jeffrey Epstein. It's already happening. Did you see where Trump wants to reduce interest rates by 300 points? Did you see that? So we'd be minus 300 on interest rates. That's at Jupiter square now. Jupiter square to Saturn and Neptune. Yeah, I'm not sure that that's going to hold things together. Basically, all the corporate raiders will jump on that, get as much money as they possibly can. Very interesting. We're going to have the Aquarian moon this weekend. That'll be interesting. Very, very interesting. Across Pluto. I'm feeling 15-minute cities. I'm feeling beachfront property in Gaza. I'm feeling Jared Kushner as the mayor of the new 15-minute city in Gaza. Jared Kushner's running that program. He's going to be the lead developer for Gaza. Things don't always go according to plan. All right, let's take a look at our star of the day. I put together a very probably not enough time, but I'm gonna show you something. I'll show you guys something. And this is the star of the day. Of course, it's our True Hemp Science star of the day, brought to you by none other than True Hemp Science, your one-stop shop for all things CBD. Spend $100 or more, type in 15MNS, and you will get the goodie bag with your order. Goodie bag is a good thing to have. It's an order within the order. And you will get probably some of the vaunted gummies and a few other things. You'll love it. Not only will you love it, you'll love the product as well. And all you got to do is type in 15MINS, spend $100 more. You get some goodies coming back, and you also can get free shipping by spending $150 more. And there's always a 30-day money-back guarantee. All right. Today we're going to be talking about Nikola Tesla. Yes, it is his birthday day. Now, he's a controversial figure. Some people believe that Tesla never existed, or if he did, he was a front man for pre-existing technology that was already here. And there are other people who believe that he was an absolute and utter genius. So, going into that and trying to find it in the chart, right? Where is the genius in the chart? And I got to be honest about this, okay? He's got Pluto on the ascendant in Taurus, so he's going to be very, very intense. I mean, he's got that kind of Plutonian gaze, doesn't he? There's something dark about Tesla. Like everything you read about him, there's just a darkness to him. There's a heaviness to him. There's a seriousness. There's an intensity. And if we're looking at this idea of, and there, by the way, Pluto on the ascendant, he's gonna attract people. He's gonna repel people. But if we're looking at this idea that Tesla is like a radio station, right? That's what he talks about. He's tuning into signals. I think you can make a case for Jupiter and Aries in the 12th house, right? That's really the sort of the base station for Tesla. And again, if we're looking at the 12th house as a place where he goes, it's his like laboratory, it's all the stuff that kind of goes along with it, right? It's being away from the world, Jupiter and Aries, being a pioneer, but it's not easy. He's got all this Cancer, all this Cancerian energy. And again, how I would interpret it is that he wants to help, right? There is kind of this idea here that he wants to help. Third house Cancer, okay, that's interesting. Now remember, this is his natal chart. He's got Chiron and Aquarius, so he's unusual. And people who have Chiron and Aquarius don't always blend well with the world. He's got a Chiron Uranus trine, which, by the way, most charts, if you look at your chart, you'll find Uranus opposing your Chiron. So this in and of itself is an unusual placement. Neptune in Pisces in the 12th house natural rulership. And then he has all this Libra, right? Mars in Libra, Moon in Libra. He's trying to make deals. He's trying to find partners. He's always getting let down wherever he goes. I think some of the inspired part it comes from that Neptune trine to the sun, right down here. I think that's some of the inspired part. He has Pallas in Gemini, so he's able to pick up on trends and waves and Intuit thinks this is the radio station. Palace is like the radio station that he's tuning into. And I think this is an interesting chart. But his relocated chart is more interesting. And this is why I put it over here. And this is where he does the bulk of his work. I have this for Montauk. Now we've got Jupiter, Neptune, part of fortune, true node, third house, mental. Now we're cooking with gas, right? It's like, this is who he is, natal chart, but he comes to the US and boom, that third house opens right up. Who does he partner with? JP Morgan. What sign is JP Morgan? He's an Aries. Sag rising conjunct what? The galactic center. The great black hole quasar at the center of everything. Guiding, directing. This is where his chart and his life comes alive. It's through relocation. Because let's be honest, if Tesla winds up staying in Croatia, and again, we're going to go with the story that he's a historical figure and he does all these things and has all these patents, blah, 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 right? But if he stays in Croatia, none of this happens. None of this happens. But he comes to the US and this is the chart, right? And even like, let's look at the ninth house. Where does Tesla wind up going at a certain point? He goes to the Rocky Mountains. That is the highest point in the chart. It's the highest point in the United States. Well, the continental United States. Mars, Moon, Libra, right? Libra on the midheaven. Again, the quest for partnership. But this chart is about ascent, right? And this is where the electrical currents are received through the third house, right there. True node in Aries. He's meeting his destiny, his mental destiny in the United States of America. Pluto is defining his stay here. Doesn't go well. Ultimately, does not go well. But at the end of his life, he looks like a bit of a shrunken gray alien. And again, the quest for partnership. Now it's really on, isn't it? This that whether it's again your J.P. Morgan version or Thomas Edison, right, or any particular women that. Do you think Tesla ever got laid? I don't think he did. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think he ever got laid. Just my sense. But if he did, I wonder how Tesla would be in bed. Would he be like electric? Would he unleash these jolts of magnetic power? Or what would it be? I'm just having a little bit of a fantasy here. What would it be like to like make love under all that crazy ether energy, right? Being bathed in this electrical bath of ether. Wow, that'd be something. Uh, so yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff over here in the fifth house. Uranus, Vesta. There's that Palace in Gemini again. I think this chart is really appropriate. The relocated chart is appropriate for Tesla. It's kind of inert here, like, but he, of course, this is who he is. And the reason I asked the story about, do you think he ever got laid? Like, all these planets are in his sixth house, right? And it's ruled by Virgo, kind of virginal. Maybe he did. I don't know. My guess is he did. My guess is he did. And I'm not judging him. Not everybody has to go through. He had bigger things to do, theoretically. But to me, the real win here for looking at his chart is relocation. Yes, this doesn't go away. Yes, he's in the sort of this constant bath of inspiration, direct contact with the source, vis-a-vis Aries, right? But here in the U.S., in the third house, they become not just signals from the source, but implemented into ideas. So there you go. Here's your True Hemp Science Star of the Day, one Nikola Tesla. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation and today's weather. I want to just say to all of you, I feel very close to you today. And it has to do with Steve coming in and sharing the news about his father. Just these are the things that bind us: our family, arrivals, passings, and it's been going on for a very, very long time. And in this little blink of an eye, we respect and recognize, and we give thanks for being here. So thank you for being here. Love you all. Take good care of yourselves. Treat each other well. God bless. Robert Phoenix signing off.